Today I had an interesting idea for a video. You see, today's video topic is the best tool to make the most consistent and best progress you really can. And you may be wondering, ooh, Alex, what's this magical tool that will help me make a whole bunch of progress towards everything? And you're not gonna like the answer to this probably, but here it is anyway. The number one best tool to make the most amount of consistent progress is probably gonna have to be just consistently doing the same things at the same time every single day, or at least as close to possible to every single day that you can. Sure, it's not gonna apply to everything all the time, days are different, but basically just having specific things, for example, say there's a few things that are the top priorities in your day that you want to just make the most progress for. For me, it could be game development, working on that, learning a bit more about that, recording and creating YouTube videos, and then the third one could be the gym. Every single day, I've been focusing on doing those at the exact same time, and I just make so much more progress. The things that I've been focusing on every day have changed. It hasn't been just those three over forever. So in my case of working consistently at the same things at the same time every day, I have found that I make the most progress, and it's so much easier to do. So think about taking the gym, for example, or maybe you're someone who you have a regular job, let's say a 9 to 5, for example, and basically you're stuck doing that every day, every weekday at least, and you're just wanting to work out more, and you maybe you say, you know what, I'm gonna work out for 3 times during the week or 4 times during the week, and it's gonna be for 1 hour for each day, or a couple hours or something like that. And that's kind of just the plan that you have, and you're okay, I don't really know the exact time I'm gonna be able to go, I'm just gonna try to squeeze it in during a free spot during the day, whenever I have time during the day, that's when I'll do it. And that's something that I notice a lot of people do. And the big issue with that, though, oh gosh, I'm being murdered. The big issue with that, you see, is you end up saying yeah, I want to do 3 workouts this week, and it's gonna be great, Oh, guess I switched to that. But when you say you just have this arbitrary idea okay, I want to work out a few times, I don't really know exactly when, just whenever I have time, I'm gonna go do a workout, and that's great. Maybe you go and you're really pumped about it at the start of the week, but then later in the week comes around and you said you wanted to do 3 workouts, but it's already Saturday and you've only done 1, and it's okay, I'll just try to go do 1 more. Or maybe you're just you know what, tomorrow's the start of the new week, or it's basically it's a weekend, I'm just gonna relax, and then I'll get started the next day, Monday, I'll get started Monday. And it's yeah, that's something that you could do, but then after a while of doing that, you're just oh wait, I've been wanting to go to the gym and get into better shape and just improve my health overall, but I've not really been staying consistent with it. Or if I have been consistent with it, it's just all over the place, and it interferes with other things because I just haven't had an exact time for it. And that's something that I used to really struggle with personally, and I'm not judging you if you struggle with that or anything, of course not, but it's just something that I've noticed I've struggled with. And that's when I decided a while back, okay, I want to start working out 5 times a week, basically Monday through Friday. Here's a 5-day plan here, and I'm not gonna make it overly difficult. I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna be chilling, okay? Lester, stop talking. But I was okay, I need to come up with an actual plan here and just do this same thing at the same time every day. Don't make it too difficult. Just go in, get started, and do this consistently. And once I kind of had that mindset change of okay, I'm not just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna try to work out this many times a week. I'm gonna be okay, I'm gonna work out this many times a week, and I'm gonna be going at this time during the day, and that's what I'm gonna do. Once I had it set up like that, towards okay, every day at 12 o'clock, I'm gonna be going to the gym. Guess what? I basically never missed a day of the gym. Like, yeah, there were some times where I missed the days and times I'm sick and stuff like that, but for the most part, I hardly ever missed any days, and my consistency and just the rate of me showing up improved insanely. Like, it was shocking to me how much I just stayed consistent because of the fact that I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go at the same time every day. This is just what I'm doing during this time during the day. And because of the fact that I decided to do that, it's been a life changer, honestly. Like, I continue to do it to this day, still working out at least 5 times a week. Now I've been like doing even more, and I've been trying to do every day. Sure, that may not be necessarily the best idea, working out every day. It's still probably good to maybe chill out a little bit, maybe have a couple of rest days. But for me, I'm like, you know what? I just want to do some sort of exercise every single day. And that's what I end up doing for the most part. Sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I'm just really sore from this week. I'm just going to take the day to just chill. But for the most part, it's like, okay, even if, let's say I do the five days, that's like the minimum for me. And then I'm like, okay, I have these other 2 days that I'm like, it's optional basically for me, but I've been trying to just do those anyway, and most of the time I end up doing it unless something else comes up and I'm just not able to. And I know, like, this isn't necessarily possible for everybody every day. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't necessarily have to be every single day, but just having a strict plan and like plan of action where it's like, okay, whether it's every single day you're doing the same things at the same time, or it's like every other day, or whatever your plan is, it's always the same time. It's like, this is just what I do during this block of time. Like, for me, it's like 12:30 to like 1:30 I go to the gym. That's that. Like if I usually leave between like 12:30 to 1 o'clock. It's usually within that 30-minute time bracket there, because I may be like finishing up something, or I'm waiting on a family member, because we all go up to the gym together. And that's just what it is. Yeah, occasionally it changes, it updates, it evolves with me, but the overall thing is just, I go to the gym around this time. I don't wait until like, it's not like one day I'm like, okay, I want to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, for example. I don't go like Monday at 1 o'clock, Wednesday at 5 o'clock, Friday at 8 o'clock, and then Sundays at 6 o'clock. Like, I think doing it like that, where it's all over the place and less of like routine, is the big issue. Once you're able to like make something a routine, that's just the best tool to making it extremely consistent. Just doing the same things at the same time every day, or close to every day. The basically same thing applies with like what I work on during the day. Like, I've been working on game development stuff, and like every day for like 1 to 2 hours each morning. Like, as soon as I wake up, like, I have the first like half of my day basically planned out exactly. I wake up, I do something from this time for like an hour, and then I get coffee and I do this stuff and that thing, and then guess what? Once all of that's done, I'm set. Time to go to the gym. And then I get back, and then I eat, and afterwards it gets a little bit more chaotic, I will say, depending on what I'm doing that day. So yeah, like, sometimes there will be days where I'm working. Like I said, I work a couple times a week, or a few times a week, depending on like if I'm needed extra days or not. But basically up until like 3 o'clock every day, I have that time like planned out to like, okay, I'm doing this, and then I'm doing this, and doing this, and those are my most productive hours of the entire day. And then afterwards, I either like head to work, or if I'm not going to work that day, I go and I relax. Maybe I play some games, or make videos, play games, while making the videos, that kind of thing. That's what I'm doing right now. It's 4:40 currently for me right now, and I've recorded like 2 videos back to back here, and I'm really just trying to do more in the later parts of the afternoon, because like from let's say like 3 o'clock to like 5-6 o'clock, I just get a real dip in energy, and I don't do nearly as much. And so I'm really trying to just improve that. So that's another thing, like, as you're going about your days, like, find like what areas can be improved on, and different things like that. Like I used to like just play video games after like 3 o'clock and then not really do much for the rest of the day. And it's like I've realized after doing that for like a little bit, it's like, okay, I start getting more energy back around like 5-6 o'clock, but then I'm already like into a game and I'm like, oh, I just want to do a couple more things and then maybe finish this mission, or I'm just enjoying myself and I don't want to stop yet. And it's like something that you just got to work on. And I mean, it's a little bit different from my situation because I still live at home. I don't have as many responsibilities, and I'm like to play games to like also have content for videos because I make videos on just the games themselves too. But yeah, I've kind of gone on for a little while here, but just kind of the idea of like getting the most done, the most best consistent progress is just doing the same things at the same times daily or close to it. Basically making it a routine to where it doesn't even feel like you have to like really push yourself to go do that thing that may be difficult. Like going to the gym, it's not really a struggle for me at all, like basically every day for me to go out and get a workout in, because of the fact that I've set up my life to be like, okay, from the time I wake up to like 3 o'clock, it's basically all planned out, or 2 o'clock, it's basically all planned out. And it's like, okay, I just know what I'm doing based off how much progress I've made of one thing. It's like everything just works together. And because of that, I wake up, I get to work on like really quite difficult work. Like programming and stuff is pretty mentally draining. And then working out, that's a big issue for a lot of people, like going to the gym when they want to, but it's just difficult for them because it's just hard to do, especially when starting out. You got to really just push it. It's something new, or it's just something that's difficult. And it's like once you turn it into a routine, that's when you make the most consistent, best progress, and it's the most easy to do. I think that's the biggest thing. It becomes the easiest to do when it becomes a routine. But yeah, I don't know. I rambled on here for too long today. Hopefully this video has brought some insights to you and maybe have you think like, okay, well, maybe there is this thing that I work on, but it's at different times every day, and sometimes that's fine. Like certain times of your day can be like swapped out with other things, but just like having at least some part of your day being planned out and like routinely done every single day, the same thing at that same time, like the same block of time, it really just does wonders. If you're not doing that, I highly recommend like just trying that out and seeing like how it works for you. If you do try it, let me know like how it has been working for you. Is it work well for you? Is it easier for you? Is it help you get more good, like better work done? I'd love to hear. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video brought some value to you, and I'll see you in the next one.